How's it going, peeps? Got a review for it. This little bad boy, the GeekVape Griffin. Griffin. No idea where they got the name from, but fits. So, without further ado, there's no point me talking about it. You'll see it all in up close, and then we'll come back afterwards and we'll have a quick vape. Okay, people, here we have it. Another review for you guys. Today, it's the GeekVape Griffin. Let me just move all this junk out of the way. Do apologise. There we go. It's the GeekVape Griffin. Easy to fill, Griffin features a 2-post velocity deck, 16.1mm with a 2mm post holes. Please rotate the tank to the close. Liquid flow before filling. Well, there we have the box. Nice packaging indeed. Loving the orange as well. Digging that. Oh, there she is. Says the same thing across the back. Spare parts, poly bag, all the good stuff, all the good stuff. So in the box you will get the Griffin, spare Pyrex glass, and I'm pretty sure you also get a bag of goodies. Put all this out of the way, because that's never going to go back in the box, or at least it's never going to go back in the way it came out. Let's get that one clear. Right, so here you have it, guys. Just gonna get my core master. That's what I'll be sitting it on. Drip tip. That's one hell of a tight drip tip. Okay, that drip tip does not want to come out of there. Moving on. Let's get this to focus. This is a top fill design. May look very similar to the Creus. Very similar. Top fill. Unscrew the top part. Boom. Wow. Plenty of fill in there. No problem at all. A little bit of juice on there. It's never even had juice in it. So there's your top cap. The top part unscrews as well. There you get access to your Pyrex glass. There is an O-ring. Make sure the O-ring's there. And then you can see the deck itself. But you don't need to do that to get to the deck. So we'll go ahead and slap that back on there real quick. Not too tight, but tight enough. So there, as you can see, the top fill is huge. Go ahead and put the top fill back on there. And let's get to the main part. It doesn't have a protruding pin, so don't use it on your hybrids. Not recommended. And here you have the deck itself. Super clean. My hands are all cracked again. Super clean. Nice big cotton wells there. Ho yes. Plenty cotton. And obviously you do have your adjustable airflow, which does have a stopper on it, which is great for unscrewing it from the deck. As you'll see now, let's just open the airflow.
turn it around, as you can see, it will close itself as it tightens, but it stops itself. And you can take it back to open. It does have the nice cool logo when it wants to focus. There we go. It does have the nice wicked logo there. And Griffin, and then GeekVape across the top. Designed and manufactured by GeekVape. So there you have it, guys. I'll whop a build in there real quick, and then I shall be back. And we're back. I'm no coil expert. I've just basically threw some Claptons in there, really. Reading out at 3.7. So let me just back out just here. So I'm just going to go ahead and snip some of this cotton. This is just how I do RTAs, or how I do certain RTAs. Just going to do 2 strips of cotton. That's all really. And then what I'll obviously do is I'll peel one layer off the outer layer. And then I shall put this in one side. I don't do build tutorials or anything like that, so bear with me, I'm not used to doing it on camera. Making sure it's tight but not thingy, but you still want to keep it nice and fluffy. When it actually focuses there, I do apologise. There you go, you still want to keep it nice and fluffy. So let me just go ahead and do the other one real quick. And also, you know, I don't know if it's something that I am going to start doing hints and tips, and you know, maybe start doing a few wicking tutorials, or how I wick mine, sort of thing. But basically what I want to explain real quick is I've known it for a long time now, but when it comes to cotton I never really understood why. But let me show you something. A lot of people will just snip, you know, I've seen, not mention any names, but I've seen people that just snip cotton in any way, shape or form when it actually focuses, which it doesn't want to do, guys. Does not want to focus for me today. But anyway, as for the cotton, you have a grain in the cotton. Always try and get the grain to the way the juice is flowing, because some people would obviously just snip it and whatever, but it does actually cause resistance in the cotton, or whatever you want to call it. Go with the grain of the cotton, and that way the juice will flow with the grain and it will wick a lot quicker than it normally would. Most of you guys probably already know that, but sharing's caring, guys. Anyway, so you want to remain it nice and fluffy. What I normally do with most ones, obviously I've only just got this out of the box, never used it, so I'll go ahead and I sort of push it down, and I'll just give it a little whittle. And what that'll do, it'll create a line in the cotton which will mark it to the top of the thing there. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and snip it just past the line. On all 4. And normally I would juice this up, but in this instance I'm not going to. It'd help if I was actually on camera. So just put it through a little bit more. Push it down into the juice thing. I never ever fill the juice well up with juice if I can help it. I only literally just go past the mark, as you can see there. So I'll go ahead and do all that and then I shall be back. Okay people, and we're back. Let me just shut this door too. Don't want to hear the cars. So let's just get this to focus. There we go, and then all I literally do is I just go around just fluffing it up slightly. I've already done the other ones, so they're all nice and fluffy. And that's pretty much it, guys. As you can see, I don't fill the area that the juice goes to with cotton. This thing does really not want to focus for me today. I do apologise. No, definitely doesn't want to focus. Anyway, the areas here I don't fill with cotton, because obviously then juice will be able to sit in there. I just fill just the top area, just push it down, make sure it's nice and fluffy, and Bob's your uncle. So we should juice her up, and then we shall reconvene on the uptime.
Okay guys, how's it going? Well, you've seen it. You've seen the up close. What do I think of it? Bloody amazing. It's turn that stupid thing off. I got some dual Claptons, 45 watts. She chugs, people. She chugs. Anyway, a lot of people have been asking, comparing it against different drippers and stuff like that. The aromanizer is back in this box. I'm afraid to say the aromanizer is dead in the water. Still great to build on, but the flavour was muted for me. Cirrus, I'd say flavour wise it's on par, just as easy to build on. The Griffin I would probably say is easier due to the fact you have more room to play with. Airflow, the Cirrus wins on the airflow. You know, they're both great. You know, I'd buy them both again without questioning a doubt. The Bellis I find does give me more flavour than normal, but it's a bitch to build on. This thing is a doddle to build on. You've seen the deck, it's a breeze. The way I wicked it, the way I showed you, no leakage, 100% no leakage. I've left it on its side, I've left it normally, not a single drop. 45 watts. My main brother, Richie, he's also a big fan of the Griffin. Big up that dude. And he said he gets dry hits off the Cirrus when you take, when you get them long pulls and long hard hits. He's right. It does run dry. It just can't wick quick enough. You can still get a good, 5-6 second pull without it going dry. It's still an amazing tank. Still one of my favourites in my top 3. This thing, I cannot get a dry hit off this thing, people. It's, yeah. I run out of room to store vapour before this thing will give me a dry hit. So that was at 45 watts. Let's crank this puppy up. Let's go 70 watts. $70. Still keeps up. Perfectly fine. And I've just got some dual Claptons in there, 0.38 build. It's my go-to build. 5-6 wrap dual Claptons. It's my everyday favourite. So if I broke this, would I go out and buy another one? Yes. In fact, I'm probably going to get a second one just because it's that good. So yeah, I'm as honest as I can be. Faults with this one: adjusting the airflow is rather tight, but that's not a con. The drip tip doesn't work with your standard 510 drip tips. Well, your standard drip tip adapter, sorry, not 510. Very, very stiff to get out, but it's a great drip tip built in. It's a big bore drip tip, 10mm in a diameter and 13.8mm external diameter, I think. Airflow's nice. It's an all-round great tank, great aesthetics, looks amazing. Drip tips, mint, top fills a dawdle. Unscrew. They say you have to close the airflow off before you fill her up. I haven't done that. I just fill her up, put the top cap back on, boom, she's good to go. I haven't had any leaking at all, no seeping. Dry as a bone. So would I recommend it? Hell yeah. I hope you like this video, and if you have any questions about it, just drop them in the comments below. And as always, if you could like and subscribe, that means a lot to me. Thanks guys.